Game Night, action comedy directed by John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein, who were the co-writers on Horrible Bosses and who directed the Vacation reboot. So the omens aren't great. So Jason Bateman, Rachel McAdams and Max and Annie, they're a competitive couple. They met at a quiz night and they bonded over their love of competitive games. Their wedding dance is a video dance game, competition thing. They now live a suburban life where they have a regular game night with their friends, not unlike that bit in When Harry Met Sally when they all get together and they play charades. Baby Fishmouth. But Baby Fishmouth is sweeping the nation. Anyway, so their next door neighbour is a kind of creepy cop who wants in, but they don't want to let him in. And the central character's brother, Brooks, is a sort of sports GT version of Jason Bateman, who rolls up in a Stingray and says, I've got the best possible game night for you. This is something, but I have something even better.
In the next hour, someone in this room is going to be taken. And it's going to be up to you to find them before they are murdered.
Oh, it's a murder mystery party.
Not just any murder mystery. I found this company, they do it super real. They use legit actors. You're not going to know what's real and what's fake.
Fun!
But that's not all, because whoever finds the victim wins the grand prize. The keys to the Stingray.
What?
Wow.
Just the keys?
No, Ryan, the whole car.
Oh, yes! Oh, man. You're so lucky I brought you to this game night, not one Max to Annie's.
Hey.
No, I just mean because this is better.
Oh.
So, essentially, what you have is, and in fact the title tells you this, the film is called Game Night, right? Mm-hmm. And it is therefore a mashup of The Game and Date Night. The Game is the David Fincher thing in which, somebody, they've lost the joie de vivre, they've lost the love of life, and they get involved in a game, which then they don't know what's a game and what's a reality. In Date Night, two characters, who have a fairly boring life, suddenly find themselves dragged out into a whole world of criminality by mistake. And during the course of it, they discover that they actually love who they are. And there's also a touch of Into the Night and After Hours about it. So I think it should be called Into the Game Night Hours, or After the... Anyway, so it's it's all those movies mashed together. And what's funny about it is at the beginning, I thought, oh, here we go. It's this film and it's that film and it's that other film. And then I found myself laughing. And it may partly be the thing about if you go into something with not particularly high expectations, although weirdly enough, Nigel had said to me that he had enjoyed it. And I just thought it was Nigel being perverse. But I started laughing and I continued to laugh at the jokes all the way through the really sort of torturous mechanics of the plot and the completely wanton borrowings from other more original, more inventive, more imaginative films. Largely, I think, because the cast were giving it a lot of welly and enjoying themselves whilst doing so. I mean, essentially, it's that death trap plot unfolding. And since you kind of, okay, fine, how much of this is real, how much of it isn't? We think we're in a game, but we're not in a game. That's obviously a toy gun. Oh, but it's not a toy gun. All that stuff, which is the mechanics of the thriller plot to make it work. But in order for the film to function, you have to enjoy the company of the people. You have to laugh at the jokes. You have to find the hanging out with them whilst all the sort of ludicrous stuff unravels. You have to find it entertaining. And I confess that I went into it thinking, I'm not going to find this entertaining at all. And it was about sort of 25, 30 minutes in, I thought, actually, this is funny. This has genuinely managed to be funny it passed the 6 laughs test fairly early on. It's not brilliant. It's baggy and slightly overlong, although not as massively overlong as these things generally are. And much like Bad Moms, which I went to see, and I know everybody thinks that the reason I enjoyed Bad Moms was the pizza, the beer, and the good company. But in fact, I think this is on a par with it. It's unexpectedly funnier than I thought it was going to be.